Welcome back to Raw Gray Flip, and it's been a little while, a few weeks here. I haven't had any PSA orders come in that time. I finally just got two that came in back to back, and it seemed like they took forever, but they were really in just assembly for a lot longer than normal. I think like both were in assembly for at least 2 weeks, which really just kind of kills the vibe. This is an 11 card order from the NFL special back in July, I believe it was. It was 38 days door to door, so not actually that long, but it just felt long, like I said, because it sat in assembly for 2.5 weeks. I did get my first non-gradable, I think this was min size, so we'll look at that real fast. But let's dive right into this. First one here, min size, was this 95 Ultra Emmitt Smith gold medallion. Obviously didn't look min size to me, so I will probably just resubmit it at a later date and see if they slab it up then. All right, so let's get right into this. We have a Bryce Young, perfect timing. 2023 Prestige Bryce Young, Gem at 10, just paper-based rookie card. You know, a lot of this order is stuff I had just kind of left over. And I'm like, well, they have a special. Let me get it out on the last, day or two. So maybe not the best idea, as we'll see coming up. But we have another Gem at 10 here, 2021 Chronicles, Jamar Chase. Again, just a paper rookie. So that's one thing I definitely need to get a tiny bit better on, is just because it's the end of a special doesn't mean you have to force cards in, just because. So here's another one like that. I probably shouldn't have graded, even if I got a 10, probably shouldn't have graded. But a 2020 Panini Chronicles, Michael Pittman Jr., clearly Donruss rated rookie, mint 9. Here's a, well, I'll say funny one. 2013 Panini Prism, Mike Williams, purple cracked ice, Gem at 10, and this is out of 40. Now, this is not the Mike Williams that's currently playing, which when I bought this card and submitted it, that's what I had in my head. I don't know why, but I know why, because obviously that's who I was looking for, but I didn't really think back to see, match the date of thinking when the current Mike Williams actually was drafted and whatnot. So this is a pop one because no one's grading or probably cares about this Mike Williams. No offense to him and his family. But anyways, pop one out of 30 out of 40 here. And this is a little victory shout out, but we have a Logan Thomas Panini Prism, Silver Prism, mint 9 on the rookie. I thought I had a shot at 10. I think I looked it over. I can't remember what I saw. There might have been a tiny fold or crease on one of these corners, but, again, not a high value card, and probably not many people looking for him. I don't think he's on a team anymore this year so far, but silver rookie, mint 9, pop one, but of course we know why. Probably my favorite card of the order is this 2008 Topps Chrome Ed Reed Blue Refractor, Gem at 10. Not numbered, but I always have trouble with these 2008s because of not knowing how they're going to grade top to bottom. Like technically this one looks off, on that, but that actually might be, what the design is supposed to be. So sometimes I think that's correct, sometimes it's not, who knows. But we got the Gem at 10 here, pop one as well. Next, we have a 2007 Score Select Isaac Bruce scorecard. These are out of 100, 78 out of 100. And we have the mint 9 on this. Again, this one looked pretty good. I thought it had a shot at a 10. But, you got the foil. Who knows if they're looking at the top of the score of the line there. It's tiny off. Probably still fits within, 60-40, but again, there could have been, something tiny on the edges or corners. You never know. All right, last three here. We have a 7 on this 95 metal, Deion Sanders. And this is a card where I make this mistake a lot. That I give it, look over, surface is all right, corners, back. and then I throw it in because it's a special or whatever. But what I always mess up and miss is look at that top edge. You know, I mean, it's just, keep zooming in here, or focusing. You know, I mean, just that edge right there, plus I'm sure little stuff everywhere else is going to get it a 7. So that's where I make my mistakes a lot, is not looking at those edges as best I should, for especially for foil cards. All right, so set that there, and we have 2 left, and here we go. We have a 5 on this 1995 metal Barry Sanders silver flasher. I'm sure there's some edge wear, which I obviously didn't pay attention to. Let's see. Not as bad, actually. Some there, but to get a 5, there definitely has to be something with, you know, a bend or a crease. And the only thing I maybe can think of is if you look in between team and ink, it looks like kind of an indent, maybe. Man, if that takes it all the way down to a 5, I guess that plus you got some corners, edges. Again, some of the stuff you just miss, or, you know, when you're submitting these older cards, just have to go over it, you know, go over it, set it aside, come back, go over it again. Do it in different lights. Even up here, there's a little bit of an indent right there. So learning, I might crack this out and put it in my SGC pile of, yeah, I know it's not going to grade best, but I like it. Obviously a 5 is not going to do anything, so sales-wise. So this is our non-good pile. I don't want to stretch this out. And our last one here is another 5. I think this is the first video I've ever had with 2 5s in an order. And we have this 1996 Donruss Hit List Barry Sanders out of 10,000. And I knew this card was going to be low. I was probably thinking an 8. I just liked it because, you know, I don't know, it's cool. Low numbered for the back in the time, Barry Sanders. And I figured a special, you know, money-wise wouldn't hurt me too much, which obviously it still didn't. But if we want to look it over together, you got that edge there. You know, obviously you have all these extra edges. You know, the corner down there, corner edges. So I could see this one being a 5 if you just combined all of the issues. I didn't see anything surface-wise like dents or whatever. So my guess is just all the edges, all the nicks, all the little bit of white. So bummer. I'll probably definitely correct this out and put it in my die cut pile that I'm going to send off to SGC of ones where I think they'll just look cool in the tuxedo, you know, type of slab, no matter the grade. I should have done that with this one, but that is it. So let's see, we get some pretty poor numbers this round. Overall, we are at 4 for 11 for 36% in Gem Mint. Now, if you take away the cards that I knew wouldn't get a 10, we're about 4 out of 7, which is 57%. So, you know, obviously not bad on that. And here's the profit numbers as well. So this order is definitely another lesson, hopefully for you guys. This is a good example of not forcing a submission just because there's a special or just because you really want to, especially if you're trying to do this to make, you know, a little extra money. You know, a handful of these cards, you know, the Ed Reed, Mike Williams, if, you know, he would have been the correct one, Isaac Bruce, you know, some of these I'm fine with, but there's definitely ones where, like, you know, these paper ones, sure, I might make technically money off it because I got, you know, for $1 and it might make $2-3, but overall, definitely didn't need to send this order in. And so that's a good learning lesson for me, and hopefully you guys can learn from my mistake on all that. If you enjoy this, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. As always, thanks for watching.